It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in week 2. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll let this go for Adams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
I'm one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One, ready?
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2, ready?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
12, 12, 12.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
All right, let's go.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
take it at about the 36. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go, here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football. Right on the heels of a pick six, another ball intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Right
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Tua. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Tua. Touchdown! Michael Mayer.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On one, ready?
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Open man is Chase, complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Burrow on play action.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They go play action with Burrow.
Man, that's caught left sideline.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Mixon running wide side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that one puts them on top
here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here we go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jacobs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
44. Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Second and 10.
Hey, turbo two. Turbo two. Turbo two. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. One to the air. Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Still needing. On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Gun.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Burrow going to throw again. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's first down. Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Burrow. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tua.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here's 2nd down.
20, TX.
Now Tua. Gets this to Myers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
This to Jacobs on the toss right, fighting it off.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Throwing Tua.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Tagovailoa.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime winner.
The big fella! A huge play there in overtime. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now it's Tua.
He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Max Crosby. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. And he will find his man Chase complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From midfield now, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Burrow's throw hauled in by Washington. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Again, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now less than 2 minutes to go here in OT in a 3-point game.
On one.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
On one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
On one.
2nd down and 4. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete, right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Let's get set.
Now Burrow. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team.